Welcome back to Sun Crypto. It is September 1st, 2019, just about 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time. The current price of a BTC on Bitstamp, it is roughly 97.80, and then it is the same on Bybit also. So on Binance, it is like 50 points almost, lower. So you can expect like the price of BTC on Binance to be roughly it is almost 30 points. It is 97.40, right? So we expected BTC to be pushing to the upside a couple of days ago when BTC was like 94 to 96 in that range. We said like keep an eye on BTC at roughly around 97 to 98. We could push higher, so to get some short position in that area. Okay, so we got that move to the upside. But what can we expect from BTC right now? Either to keep pushing to the upside or to keep dropping. Okay, so our initial we said like the bear is going to take control at least for the short term, especially on September, right? The first week of September hasn't been good at all for crypto over the last 2 years. If you guys remember, if you've been in crypto at least for 2 years, you guys remember Labor Day week, it has never been good for crypto over the last 2 years. So I'm not expecting it to change at all, but I don't want to put that into the chart. We've been pretty much bearish. We said like the bear is gonna take control even before before Labor Day week. Okay, so right now we got a nice push to the upside, but the difference between Binance and Bybit, it is quite a lot, sometimes even like 50 points. So that difference has to change. So it means like volatility has to decrease at least for the short term, and then price between the prices between Bybit and Binance gonna level out. Okay, so but 50 points to 40 to 50 points, it is quite a lot. So right now Binance, it is roughly 97. Let's move on to Bybit. So we're going to take a look at the weekly, monthly, stochastic, and RSI. Since like it is the first of the month, we're going to talk about all of that and make it a very short live stream. Let's stay with Binance. So let's start off with the weekly first of all. When you take a look at the weekly chart, it is quite interesting. That's the first time we've seen like 3 weeks in a row with a bearish candle for BTC since like actually selling pressure, not sideways correction, right? That's the first time since roughly like June 2018, right? That's last time we've seen like 3 bearish weekly candles. That was like June 2018. That's a lot. That's almost over 14 months ago, right? So we haven't seen it. This one was sideways correction right around like the 6K level, so it wasn't like a downtrend. It was like up and down, right? So but even the big sell-off from 6K to like a 3100, it was only for 2 weeks. Okay, but this one we got like three bearish weekly candle. Okay, so it is quite interesting. And then we anticipated like this drop like to 9100, 94 to 9100. If you're in a premium member, we said like to put your long position 94 to 91. Okay, some of you guys already got that move, so you should be taking profits up to 98. Okay, up to 98. And then if you're in a premium group, we're going to give you another target. So that's not good at all. When you take a look at the volume for the weekly, it is steady. It is not moving at all. Like we've been getting like less than on let's see, on Binance it was pretty low, like less than roughly, let's get the volume, less than 300,000. It is quite low. The last previous weeks we've been getting like 270 roughly. Okay, averaging 270. So it is not a lot. When we used to get like 400,000, 500,000 trading volume, now we cannot even get like 300,000 trading volume. So it is not good at all for the bulls. In order to push to the upside, we're gonna need like at least 400,000 trading volume, at least 400,000 trading volume on the weekly. And then you take a look at your weekly RSI. It is not looking bad, since like it is oversold, right? It is not looking bad. So if you're pretty much very bullish on BTC, you got plenty of reason to be bullish. Okay, so you could be accumulating in if you're bullish. Okay, if you're bullish, you could be accumulating in this range of low low 9k to 10k you could be accumulating if you want to be bullish, right? Because last time we've been pretty much very oversold was like the lower 3100. You can see like, you know, pretty much very oversold, you know, take it to the upside, right? And been getting this divergence for like almost 6 months, okay, almost like 4 to 6 months. So it is quite interesting. Now we're back to oversold again. Most people are going to be accumulating in this range if they are, you know, pretty much very bearish. All right, pretty much very bearish. So let's take a look at the monthly. When you take a look at the monthly chart, we got a clean crossover, right? But you know, back in March we talked about this, all right? We talked about this. We could be in this range, okay? We could be in this range for, you know, another 4 to 6 months. The monthly doesn't have to drop all the way down in this range. It doesn't have to be dropping, okay? We could be making noise, some noise in this area for the next couple of months, right? But it means like it means the bull's gonna be taking over if that's the case. But since like we pretty much very bearish on BTC, I'm expecting like the monthly to at least like give us a U-turn, okay? Give us a U-turn and then return into the top, at least for the short term. If like we don't get the enough volume we need, we're gonna have to be dropping to the downside, at least for the monthly chart, okay? At least for the monthly chart. The volume for the monthly has been you know, that's the first time we have seen like a small volume for the you know, on the monthly. That's the first time. It is not even that small, right? It is almost like roughly 1.2 million. We expected roughly 1 million, but we got 1.2 million, but with a shooting star. It is not good at all, okay? It is not good at all. You can see the previous shooting star we got, right? That was back in October, right? October last year. We got a shooting star. You can see like September, you can see like November, right? November, you know, it was pretty bad, all right? You can see November was pretty bad. So just because BTC could be pushing higher in this range, like from low 9k to like a 10k, it doesn't mean like, you know, the overall trend has changed, okay? The overall trend is bearish, okay? It is bearish. You got 90 days of lower highs. You cannot ignore it, okay? All of us want some high BTC, but you cannot ignore like the fact we got a you know, we got 3, you know, monthly bearish candles. I mean, this one wasn't bearish, but you know, the fact that we got, you know, got rejected so much, like from you know, 14k down to 10.7, which was our target. Like we hit this target exactly from 14k, actually 10.4, okay, 10.4 to 10.7, and then you know, down to this area was pretty bearish overall, okay, overall. All right, so let's take a look at the Heiken Ash on the monthly. For the bulls, they still got a chance, okay? We still got a, not we, I'm still a bear, right? So for the bulls, they still got a chance. You know, you can see the monthly Heiken Ash is still giving us some smooth uptrend, but we don't have enough room to make a smooth uptrend. In order to stay bullish, BTC cannot break on the Heiken Ash. It cannot break 93, right? We cannot break 93. All right, 93 roughly. The low was let's see, 93.20, okay, 93.20. You guys remember we just retested 93.20, so we have to stay above 93.20. All right, 93.20, at least for the bulls to get some sort of get some sort of chance to push to the upside. But we do not have enough chance, right, to make a higher low. We're done, okay? In order to stay bullish, we have to stay above the previous month low on the Heiken Ash in order to stay at least bullish. So if you're looking for 20k BTC, you still got a chance. But if like we break, you know, 9300, it doesn't mean like we're not going to go back to 10k, okay? Because the market, you know, we got to give the room. You got to give some room to the market for some volatility, 300 to like 1,000 points, at least 300 points, okay, at least. All right, yeah, it doesn't matter which side you're on, whether you're bears or, I mean, whether you guys are bears or you guys are bulls, it doesn't matter. You just have to give it enough volatility room, So let me take a look at the chart room before I go to the lower time frame and discuss what we talked about previously. So if you're not in you know, premium member, make sure to join the premium member so you can get these targets. Just click on the link underneath under the description. Join the public member. Once you join the public member, we go private live stream for the public members also. Not public member, but the public Telegram. We go live stream for just for the private and public Telegram, but sometimes we don't go like a live stream for the public group. Okay, so you have to join at least the public group to get some you know, sort of idea what's going on and some target sometime, right? So you just don't have to be in the premium member to get some targets. Even in the public Telegram group, you can get some targets. Coinbase is 97.85. That's good. Hey, what's up, Kelly? So let's move. You guys don't have any questions, so let's move on to the lower time frame and discuss what we talked about last time. All right, and then we're going to take a look at all these all the pattern we talked about on the lower time frame also. Let's take a look at the hourly. Let's start off with the 4 hour. When you take a look at the 4 hour, we don't have much room to grow. I mean, not to grow, but to push to the upside. Yo, stochastic, most of you guys love the stochastic, but you got to be very careful. Just because your stochastic was is overbought, right, doesn't mean we cannot push to the upside. Just because your stochastic is oversold doesn't mean it cannot push to the upside. Reason, when BTC was like, the stochastic was overbought, right, but we still said we got a chance to push to the upside, right? The stochastic was roughly in this area. Okay, it was like roughly 98, right? It was 98, and we still said like we can push to the upside to you know, stochastic was, the stochastic level was 98, not the price, but price was roughly around like 94 to 95. We said like we could be pushing to 98, okay, and then get some short at 97 to 98. That was like 3 days ago. 3 days ago. All right, so if you're a swing trader and you're part of the, you know, private group, we told you to place some order, right, some orders in this area, 94, right, to 91, in that range, right, 94 and below, right? So you should at least get some, you know, some orders filled in, right? So, and you could be taking profit right now. Okay, take profits from 96 to 98. So your target has been hit perfectly, so you don't have anything to worry right now, and wait for the next target, right? Wait for the next target. So you take a look at this pattern. We talked about it. If you go on the 1 hour, on the 1 hour time frame, we said it when BTC was in this range, we said we're gonna get 3 wave, right? We could get this move to the 3-way move to the upside, right? Another 3-way move to the downside. Let's see. Draw it again. Get a change of color. So we said we're gonna get this move, come on, we're gonna get 3-way move to the upside. That's the first wave we got, right? And then we said we're gonna get another 3-way move to the downside, a possible push to the upside, get this pattern, and a drop to the downside. So it is nothing but a corrective move. If you don't want to you know, look at it in a very complex way, you can just say you got, you know, a clean 3-way move. Okay, this is a clean 3-way move. All right, within that 3-way move, you got another internal ABC correction. You got some internal ABC correction, right? You got A, B, C in this area, and then you got another A, B, C, right? And then you got this A, B, C. Okay, it is nothing but a WXY correction. If you want to be very complex, okay, you can look at it as a WXY correction. Okay, a WXY correction. So you got your W, X, and Y correction. So in this WXY correction, it is nothing but what I just showed you guys. What I just showed you. All right. Got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you got another 1, 2, 3. So it should be completed right now. And then now this is a flat correction we talked about 3 days ago. Okay, 3 days ago. So 3 days ago. 3 days ago, we said like we're gonna get this move, and then we're gonna get, we're gonna move further to the downside. So if you're in a private group, you should see this pattern. I just take a picture of that screenshot. I think John did, right? I just forwarded you guys the pattern, right? The pattern. So, and also at the same time, guys, you can see on the hourly time frame, we got a big bearish candle, in this area. So it is not good at all. Okay, it is not good at all, right? But your stochastic on the hourly, we already got this crossover. You know, your R side, you know, it is facing to the downside, but it is not going to be a strong sell-off. I don't think it's going to be a nasty sell-off. We could get this move just like last Sunday till like a Wednesday or so before we get this drop. Okay, but I don't think it's going to be like a nasty sell-off from this point on, right? So just keep that in mind. If you day trading, you can play this 100 points, but I don't want to play these 100 points because they're very dangerous. So you can play this 100 points. If you me, you can you know, me like to short with 100x, so you can play these 100 points, but you don't want to play these 100 points with your primary account. All right, with your primary account, at least for the short term, right? At least for the short term. Let's take a look at the 45 minutes. You take a look at the 45 minutes. We got a great opportunity. If you understand what's going on, you got a great opportunity to make at least 100 points if you're shorting, right? 100 to even 150 points, right? So you got a clean shooting star, okay, on the 45 minutes. You guys know we love the 45 minutes chart, okay? We love it because, you know, just because, you know, it's not an even number, right? You got 3 15-minute candles, right? And then most of the time, whenever your 45 minutes is overbought, it is a good sign to take it to the downside. Okay, it is a good sign to take it to the downside. What happened like last Sunday? Last Sunday we got kicked out, right? Some of us got kicked out, right, because of this 45 minutes candle. All right, take a look at it right now. We move our stop loss just about like above 10k, not to get kicked out before the big 1,000-point dump, right? So same thing happened in this area, just about this area. We gave a signal. We said like as soon as we closed below 10.2, short it, right? And then we started shorting below 10.2, but price moved back up like a 10.299. It is only 100 points, right? So, but we got, you know, plenty of moment. I mean, we had like plenty of room between price and our stop loss, so we didn't worry about that 10.299, right? On I think on Binance, right? But I think Bybit went up like a 10.350 in that range. Yeah, because Bybit is pretty crazy. So we've been pretty much like killing these you know, tops, been shorting at the top since like the overall trend is bearish. There is no, we don't have a need to like a long. Okay, you don't have a need to long it for 200 points, you know, 150 points, right? It is very dangerous, but you can short it at least for 600, 700, even 1,000 point, guys, even 1,000 point. So, but we've been calling for every single you know, top. Okay, every single top over the last 2 to 4 weeks, we've been calling all these tops, every single top on the dot, guys, on the dot, not even like 100 points off, right? So this one we called it, right, 10.2, right? We called this one at 10.2. We called this one at 10.940. We called it exactly. I got another secret, you know, moving average. It's not a secret, but most people don't use it. The 75, okay, the 75 rejected the 10.9. We called this one exactly. If you go back like 10.6, guys, you guys gotta remember at 10.6 we called for this drop at 10.6 exactly. Price came exactly at 10.6, right? Not 10.6, 11.6, right? 11.6 we shorted exactly at 11.6 in this range, right? At roughly around like 11.8 in that range we also shorted. So we've been getting these move back to back, guys, back to back. All right, so but if you want to get these targets, make sure to join the premium member to get like these exact targets. Okay, to get these exact targets. So you're not getting anything else, but you know, in this area you're getting the same exact thing you got like back in the 11 roughly like 11.6. You got the same exact move in this area. Okay, get the same exact move in this area. All right, so same exact move. Hey, hello, what's up, Ali Matar? What's up, Bobby Crypto? Who, me? Okay, and first of all, somebody asked about like you know, if you want to leverage your I think your Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever you want to leverage on your ledger. It is not a financial advice, so make sure you know what you're doing. So most of us, like, I'm not panicking about another bear market because I really don't care if BTC is, I mean, I do care, right? But I'm not really like interested in the BTC like you know, price for the short term. Okay, the long term I'm extremely bullish. Okay, I'm 99% bullish, you know, for BTC over the next 3 to 5 years, 10, whatever. I'm extremely bullish. But like for the next, like, let's say 4 to, you know, 6 months, stuff like that, you know, you want to, you know, hold your Ethereum like on a ledger. You can short it for like a 1x instead of watching your Ethereum watching Ethereum price value dropping from $200 to like $100. Okay, you can short Ethereum, right, for only 1x. Okay, what does it mean 1x? Most people understand 5x, 10x, 20x, whatever leverage you want to do. Most people understand, but most people don't understand like 1x, which should be like the easiest one, right? But 1x only means, right, you let's say you leveraging 1x either side, right? Let's say just short, you're shorting Ethereum 1x. If Ethereum drop 10%, right, your Ethereum value, not Ethereum value, but your Ethereum holding will increase 10%, right? But your Ethereum dollar value is not going to change because your Ethereum portfolio is not going to change because it is only 1x, right? So Ethereum, for instance, you're holding 1 Ethereum, you shorted Ethereum with 1x, Ethereum dropped $200, you know, to like a 180, right? Your portfolio should not change in dollar value. Okay, it should not change because you're increasing your Ethereum holding by 10% because you're shorting it, and then your dollar value should not change. All right, hopefully it makes sense. I'm very bad at explaining, but because it's the easiest, it is the easiest, it should be the easiest leverage to understand, 1x. All right, but the only thing you have to understand, like if Ethereum goes to 0, right, you're not gonna have any Ethereum. That's the difference. Okay, that's the only difference. But if Ethereum goes to 0 and you have your Ethereum on your ledger, you still got some Ethereum, but the value of Ethereum is just 0. That's the only difference right now, because if you leave it at the exchange, you short it at 1x, Ethereum go to 0, you cannot like withdraw it. But if you still have some Ethereum at your ledger, Ethereum go to 0, somebody might come like and say, hey, I want to buy your Ethereum at $1. You can still buy or sell your Ethereum at $1. So you understand? You understand the concept? Hopefully you do. All right. So you just don't have to hurdle like if you know like it is time for the bear market. You know, you could have shorted BTC at 20k with 1x, right? 1x. You can short BTC from 20k to 3k. Your dollar value might not going to change, but your BTC you're holding going to increase 75%. All right. If you had 10 BTC at 20k, you shorted it at 1x down to like a 3k, you're going to have like what, 1.7 BTC at 3k, right? But you know, your dollar value is not going to change. It's just, you know, your BTC your BTC holding will change, okay, but your dollar value is not going to change. But you understand what I mean, dollar value, right? Your portfolio value. So hopefully it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm going to try to explain it again on my next you know, live stream. And at the same time, guys, most of you guys use Bybit, right? So when you're using Bybit, right, let's say some of you guys cannot close your position. Like let's say you're trying to close your position, you got like a $20,000, not $20,000 position, not $20,000 in a BTC value, but $20,000 position, okay? And you're trying to close only 25% of your position. So 25% of 20,000 is only it is only 5,000, right? So you have to buy $5,000 position back. Okay, that's how you close it. Because most people like still don't get it. Like you cannot close partially your position. You have to put a long position instead of putting a short position. You have to put a long position with $5,000. That's how you close partially your position. All right. So you don't have to always like do it on market or do it limit. Okay. Do it a limit, you know, a limit close position. You can always go on the market. You know, price is let's say you bought at 10k and then you're trying to sell, you know, 50% of your position at a 95. You just have to buy back, you know, 50% of your position. That's all you do. You don't short, you just buy. All right. So that's how you do it. All right. If you want to close partially your position. Hey, what's up, Freeds? Lang. So guys, if you haven't joined the premium member, make sure to shoot me a private message. I'm going to tell you how to join the premium member. So let's go back to BTC and take a look at the lower time frame before we move on to Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS, and Ripple XRP. So the 15 minutes time frame, you can see like we are making a clean ABC correction. So roughly in this area, where can you target? I got a exit position at a 96.86, right? So you could be expecting this move. 96.86, it is nothing but 0.618. Let's see, 96.86, it is nothing but a 50% pullback, right? So if you day trading, you could have shorted at 98 like we said, and then you're going to be selling at 96.86. okay, that's almost like 120 points, right? So roughly 120 points. That's pretty good. If you're doing 10x, that's 10% gain. If you're doing with one BTC, that's $1,000, right? So it is nothing to it. So you just have to understand what you're doing. All right, so we're looking for this ABC correction on the lower time frame. So we got multiple rejection on the 15 minutes. If you take a look at it, we got multiple rejection, guys, multiple rejections. It is good to anticipate these moves because you're not going to be panicking, right? You're not going to be panicking. So this move could be also a WXY. Just because we got an ABC correction doesn't mean the move is completed. We could get another ABC correction to the upside like this, right? And then get another one to the downside, but it is not good at all, right? So if like we're gonna get this move, it means like what you can expect afterward, right? You can expect a impulse wave to the upside. But let's see if like we don't get a WXY correction. Let's say if we don't get a WXY correction, where could we be heading to, at least for the short term, right? At least for the short term. But you can get this WXY and get your correction in this area, all right, before a further push to the downside in this range. So and then we got some target down in this range, right, which is roughly if you're in a Telegram group, the private group, you know what we're looking for. So make sure to join the private group member, okay? Make sure to join the private group member. So let's see. So 15 minutes pretty oversold, right? Pretty oversold. 15 minutes stochastic, but it doesn't mean much. It could give us a very impulse wave. That's how you know like we're gonna get further sell off. Okay, if this move very fast to overbought, that's not good at all. Okay, sometimes it move very fast to overbought, but price gonna be like this, right? Like this. So and then you have to understand all these pattern, guys. You have to understand all these pattern, otherwise you're gonna be panicking after a BTC trying to bully you with a 200 points. You're gonna be panicking. You're gonna be panicking. Because I panic sometimes too when BTC moves very fast. So, but let's move on to the bigger picture, guys, and then we're gonna talk about the WXY correction we talked about. Since like BTC was 14K, you're only gonna find few people who told you about this pattern before even it happened. Okay, this pattern, all right? You're only gonna find few people, maybe 1 or 2 people on YouTube, telling you like BTC gonna make this pattern when BTC was a 14K. Only very few people, guys, very few people gonna tell you. But we told you that like late June. Okay, if you go back watch my late June videos, June 24th and so on, you can find this pattern. All right, I don't have time to show it to you right now. But this WXY correction, okay, you can say, if you want to modify, you can say you got your 3-wave move. This correction, that's your W. You got your 3-wave move to the upside. That's your X in this area, and then you're looking for the Y corrective move in this area. Okay, this Y corrective move, you could be looking for either a simple ABC correction, or you can just look for your ABC correction, and within your C correction, you could be looking for a 5-wave structure. I'm gonna tell you what I mean, right? So you got A, B, and C. Okay, in this C wave, right, you're looking for a 5-wave structure in this C wave. Let me just get a clean chart. And because if you look for a 5-wave structure, you're gonna be safer in this C wave. All right, if you're looking for A, B, and C wave, okay, within your C wave, you're looking for another internal C wave, not another internal, but another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this area. Okay, 5-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's what you're looking for. The reason why I'm looking for a 5-way structure to the downside, because we missed this one. Okay, we missed this one. Remember guys, like when BTC was like 10.2, it hit our target, but you know, we wanted to push to the upside, but BTC gave us this 5-way structure on the lower time frame. I can show it to you on the lower time frame. Let's move on to the 4-hour. You guys gotta remember, like back in roughly back in like mid-July, right? This move to the downside, we missed it because we didn't count 5 waves. Okay, we did not count. We just anticipated 3 waves, and then BTC gave us 5. Right? So this wave number 5, we could get the same wave number 5 down to this area. That's what we're looking for. Okay, that's what we're looking for right now. Wave number 5 in this area. It could be a short one, it could be a long one, but we're still gonna anticipate like a sort of double bottom, a possible fake out to the upside, just to be safe. Okay, just to be safe. Just to be safe. But if like things change, I'm just gonna update you. I'm just gonna give you guys an update, because you guys also gotta remember, like when we called for like the drop from 11.6, right? 10.6, right? 10.6, let's see. It was like 11.6, okay? 11.6, right? We called for the drop down to like a 10.8 to 10.9, but price came to 10.8, 10.9, and then like keep dropping. So we changed the plan, and then we say like, let's short it from this point. Let's you know, because we started shorting. I think we didn't short. Okay, we were just waiting for the drop. All right. So we bought at like 10.8 to 10.9, but price break below 10.8, right? And at 10.7, we said like, you know, get out and then short BTC, because we didn't do anything from like 11 to roughly like a 10.9. We didn't do anything. Okay, so we just bought at 10.8 to 10.9, but we exit out like right around like a 10.7 and then start shorting it down. All right, so we could be doing the same thing in this area, so we just have to be very careful. Okay, we just have to be very careful in this area. Just have to be very careful. So if you're in the Telegram group, you're gonna get the proper target and then a proper exit point, you know, after the next I mean not after, but during the next sell-off, before the next sell-off actually. For the next sell-off, right? So, but that's all I wanted to cover about the WXY. Some of you guys pretty advanced, so I don't have to you know, spend too much time explaining this WXY correction, right? So we don't have to explain A, B, C. We got A, B, C, and then you're looking for this A, B, C. And you gotta remember, right? WXY correction, it can be any combination of you know, any combination of corrective waves. You gotta remember, you got, you know, multiple type of corrective waves, right? You can get a flat correction, right? You can get a flat correction. You can get a zigzag, right? Or you can get a let's see, a like sort of a triangle like this, right? You can get a triangle like this. So right, so you can get a WXY correction just like this, right? The way I drew it. We got one like this at a 12 when I called for the drop around 12. Most people didn't understand why, you know, why I was so confident we can get a we're going to be dropping right around like 11.6, right? So we got same corrective structure right around 11.6, right? Right around 11.6. So your WXY correction could look like this also, right? This one can be 5 or 3. It all depends on market structure. You can get this, right? A drop, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a drop. So this is going to be your W, right? Your W, X, and Y, right? It is nothing complicated. It is just the way you look at the market, right? Just the way you look at the market. So this is going to be your WXY, all right? So, but this one doesn't have to be a triangle. It doesn't. It can be any 3, okay? It could even be a flat correction. I showed you about NEO, right? We got a flat correction in this area, right? We got a flat correction. Let me delete this. Your Y can be a flat correction, or it can be a triangle. It can be a zigzag. So your this one you could get another green. Let's make it blue. Okay, in this your Y correction, it can be another, you know, another flat correction also. It doesn't have to, it all depends. When I say like a flat correction, just like Litecoin, you know, that's what I mean. Sometimes you can get like just like a flat correction. So you're gonna get flat correction in this area, right? You can get a flat correction, you can get a zigzag, and then you can get another flat correction, or you can get another triangle. It all depends. Okay, it all depends on market structure. But yeah, looking at the volume, the moving averages, you're gonna be able to anticipate it. Okay, you're gonna be able to anticipate it. But right now, it's no way like we're gonna get a triangle, you know, in this area. Okay, it's no way we're gonna get a triangle in this area, right? This one cannot be a triangle. It has to be a zigzag. Okay, it has to be a zigzag. It has to be a zigzag. Okay, because we already completed A, B, C, right? You can see you completed, you know, you completed A. That's your B wave, and then you're looking for the C wave. Okay, the C wave, I keep telling you, that's 1, 2, 3, and then you're gonna look for 5-way structure in this range. 5-way structure in this range. Okay, a 5-way structure in this range. So let's move on to LTC. Excuse me. Let's move on to LTC. Let me take a look at the chat room. So make sure to join the premium member if you wanna receive some further updates, right? LTC pretty aggressive. That's a good sign, right? We talked about how LTC completed the corrective move last night, like over less than 12 hours ago. We said like LTC completed its correction, but it is just to put itself in trouble. But the move is completed, all right? So it is nothing but, you know, you got your 3-way move to the upside, you know, to the upside downside, and then you're looking for this move to the upside. It's very expanded. Got rejection from the 33 MA in this area, so you could be looking for this sell-off. All right, so your correction for LTC is completed. All right, correction for LTC is complete. It is just following BTC basically. That's what it is. That's what it is doing, right? It is just following BTC. But we clearly got an ABC correction in this range. Clearly got an ABC correction. All right, got A, B, and C correction. Right, so it is nothing to expect but a further sell-off. All right, we could get a possible fake out, just, you know, another, you know, shooting star in this range, but I wouldn't be waiting for it. Okay, you can put like some short position in this area, like roughly around like a 67 to 68, right? In this area, if you're shorting a bit, if you're shorting LTC, but it looks very weak, man. LTC is very weak. Okay, it is very weak. It is very weak. It is very weak. The most probable bullish scenario you can anticipate for LTC, since like we got a nice corrective wave. It is very nice, right? It is very nice corrective wave. Got nice corrective wave to the upside. You could get another corrective wave to the, you know, downside, and get this one, get this impulse wave to the upside. It can be impulsive. We don't know how it is gonna look like, but it could be impulsive. It could be just a 3-wave. Okay, like this. Okay, we could complete this WXY correction in this area. You got WXY correction before a further sell-off. So the downtrend, it is not gonna be a nasty sell-off like most people anticipating, like you know, 1,000 point, 2,000 point drops. You know, I don't think it is going to be like that. We could be in this range for a couple of more weeks. Okay, a couple more weeks. All right, we could, right? We could, but the overall trend is bearish. Okay, that's the only thing you need to understand. The overall trend is bearish, but LTC has completed 3-wave move to the upside. Let's get this downtrend and see how it is going to complete it. Okay, down to it could be roughly around, you know, it could double bottom roughly around like a $60 to like a $55, and see how it, you know, what type of impulse wave we're going to get after that. All right, and then we're going to update the price. But LTC is pretty much the weakest among the top 10. Okay, it is the weakest, right? Ethereum is the second weakest. After that, like XRP pretty strong. You know, EOS pretty strong also, right? EOS pretty strong. But the weakest one to follow it is going to be Bitcoin Cash, right? Bitcoin Cash. So let's move on to Ethereum. Okay, that's a good question, Willie. That question is for the private member. Make sure to join the private member, okay? I'm just joking. But yes, you can change your leverage. It is a very good question, okay? I should have answered that. You should have asked that question at the beginning of the live stream, because most people don't watch 1 hour live stream, right? Unless you watch it 1.5x. So, but it is a very good question, and I make sure to answer it on my next live stream at the very beginning. You can change your leverage, all right? But what does it mean to change your leverage? When you change your leverage, right? Hold on 1 second. What does it mean to change your leverage, right? It means a lot, okay? It means like your position, right? You gotta understand what is position first of all. Your position size, right? If you're very advanced, you understand what your position is. Your position is always equal to your leverage times your margin. Okay, so it is three names you have to like master regardless. Okay, if you are very advanced or you're not advanced. Your position, right, is your quantity. Bybit call it quantity. Sometimes they say position size, right? At some point in in those tabs you can select position size. So your position size is always equal to your margin times your leverage. Okay, your leverage is like when people say like 10x, 5x, blah blah blah, and your margin is like how much money you putting in, right? For instance, if you put in 0.1 BTC, which is roughly $1,000, right? And then that's your margin. Okay, so if you 10x, right, 10x times $1,000, that's $10,000. That's your position size. So when you hear people say, "Oh, I got a position size $100,000," don't get intimidated. It only means you gotta ask them what's your margin. I mean, what's your leverage? Okay, because I can put like $100, right, and I do. And not $100. I can do like $1,000, right? And I 100x it. That's $100,000 position, right? So most people are gonna be like, "Oh, you got $100,000 position," but you gotta say what's your margin, because it doesn't sometimes make much sense when people just say position to me. I usually ask what's your margin and what's your leverage. That's the only thing I need to know, because I know how to calculate position size, right? But if you get somebody tell you their position size, they don't tell you their margin and leverage, you don't know. Okay, you don't know. So that was just a quick side note. So can you change your leverage after you open up a position? Yes, you can. But what does it mean? It means like, let's say I open up a position at 10,000 10x, right? So, but I want to change my position to 5x. Right, I want to change my position now to 5x instead of 10,000, because BTC is about to get like to 11,000. Because if you 10x at 10,000, if BTC goes to 11,000, you're gonna get liquidated, right? Assuming you're shorting. So BTC is at 10.8, you're about to get liquidated. You can reduce your position size. No, not your position size. You can reduce your leverage to 5x, right? But how are you gonna reduce your leverage to 5x? You gotta have some money into your account. Okay, you're gonna have some money into your account, because you gotta remember 10x, right? At 1,000, right? 10x leverage, 1,000 margin, it is $10,000, right? So if you reduce your leverage, right, to 5x, you have to add more into your margin. You have to add more into your margin, right? You have to add more to your margin in order for your liquidation to change. So I don't know if it makes sense or not, but I'll try to explain it next time. But the question is yes, but you have to have some money into your account. If you don't have money into your account, you cannot lower your leverage. Okay, you cannot lower your leverage, because your margin, you cannot change it. After you open a position, you cannot you can change your margin, you just cannot change your position size. Your position size is always constant after you open it. The only thing you can do is just add to it. Okay, add to it. All right. But if you change your leverage, your position size doesn't change at all. It doesn't change at all. It is very complex, but you just have to try it with like a $20 or $10, and then do 10x, right? With 50% of your $10, right? 50% of your $20, and then you're trying to decrease your position size to 5x, and you see, you know, how the system going to withdraw money out of your your account, add it to your current position, you know, and change your leverage, right? But you have to have money into your account, all right? So that's why you always want to go like 25% and leave like 75% of your account, you know, not touch, all right? So let's move on to Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum, like some of you guys wanted to short Ethereum, but I told you like just wait for the BTC pump, right? BTC, because Ethereum, you know, it is giving us a sort of blueprint for BTC. Also, you can see like how Ethereum pulled back to 50%, like before even BTC started to pull back to 50%. Ethereum already, you know, got this move like to 174, right? 174. So and a nice ABC correction, now pull back to 0.618 again. Now we're looking for this drop. We're looking for this drop before another further move to the upside, right? That's Ethereum USD. So after this drop, we're looking for a either an ABC correction or a just very impulse wave, a big rejection. But we're just gonna have to wait and see what type of corrective structure Ethereum gonna be making. But it is not looking good at all for Ethereum, right? BTC pushed to the upside like to 98, but Ethereum couldn't even like push to the upside. I was waiting to see like if Ethereum wanted to follow BTC, but it couldn't. It just pushed like to 172 roughly in that range, right? Making some lower highs. It is not good at all for Ethereum, guys. It is not good at all. It is not good at all. So Ethereum similar to Litecoin. That's what I just showed you, right? You could get this. You could get this move. You get your ABC correction. You could get another ABC correction to the downside, right? And then we could get another corrective, some sort of corrective wave in this area, okay? Some sort of corrective wave, right? That's the most I can anticipate for Ethereum. So this way we're gonna get our corrective wave in this area, all right? WXY correction, okay? But this one, we don't know how it is gonna look like, so we're just gonna wait, okay? We're just gonna wait. Once we retest like the bottom, we're gonna look for this move to the upside and see how it is gonna look like, okay? And after that, okay, Ethereum could be going to the moon with a bicycle, right? So, but I'm pretty bearish on Ethereum. I've been pretty bearish on Ethereum since Ethereum was like 280, guys. If you've been following this channel, you could have shorted Ethereum since like 280, okay? Roughly, yeah, 280. As soon as we broke this, I think it was like 100 MA. Let's double check it. Right now it is saying, no, that's 50. Yes, that was a 50. Okay, as soon as we broke the 50, I was extremely bearish on Ethereum. Okay, I was really bearish on Ethereum, and I told you guys, you know, Ethereum could be retesting the 160 to 170. First target was like 170 to 180. We hit that target, we even broke it. Now next target is nothing but 140. All right, but since like you're leveraging, you have to get you gotta get a nice entry, not any. If you're doing like 1x, it really doesn't matter. You can short from this point on, right? From this point, okay, you can short. If you're doing 1x, 2x, it really, because I don't think Ethereum gonna move like 50%. So if you're doing 1x, 2x, right? You can you know, if Ethereum moves like to the upside 50%, right? You're gonna lose all your money, right? So I don't see like Ethereum moving like to you know, another 80 points to the upside anytime soon. So you're gonna get like plenty of you know, time to think about what you're gonna do, right? So if Ethereum turns bullish again, right? If Ethereum wanna turn bullish again, but Ethereum is pretty bearish, man. We broke this area. It doesn't matter how you look at it. You can see like, oh, we haven't broke it yet or whatever, but it is pretty bearish. Okay, it is extremely bearish. It is extremely bearish. It is extremely bearish. So we don't have any sign of reversal yet for Ethereum. Any sign of reversal. So you can see we broke 0.618 in this range. And most of the time alt, I said it in the private group, alt don't respect 0.786. and I heard somebody mention it also, right? I think crypto AMD, right, mentioned it also. So Alto don't respect like you know, 0.786. They don't respect it. Even like Tron, you know, I was expecting Tron to hold like at a, you know, 0.786 versus BTC. It didn't. Okay, so I don't know why I should be, you know, anticipating Ethereum to even respect 140, but just to respect market structure, you know, you can take some profit in this area 140, wait for the bounce and short it again. Okay, all the way down to $80. Could be going all the way down to $80. Okay, all the way down to $80. So next coin, because Ethereum a medium-term target, you know, $80, right? So but if you want to get a proper entry, exit, and play safe, make sure to join the you know, the private group, and then you know, you're gonna be doing well. I got people like shorted Ethereum like from what 190, right? We shorted Ethereum at 190, right? Some people shorted Ethereum at 190, and I told them like put a stop loss roughly around like 10.5. I mean 204, 205, because as soon as we get that that rejection roughly around like this big bearish candle, most people not paying attention, right? This big one, this big bearish candle, 230, right? And then we came back down, retest it, pushed to the upside. That's like, that's it, you know, 216, right? So, and then we started shorting Ethereum like roughly 190, okay, 192, down like to even like 163. That's a big move, right? That's a big move. So now you got a chance to short Ethereum again from this area down to 140, okay, down to 140. So, but Ethereum is looking pretty nasty, okay? It is looking pretty nasty. It is looking pretty nasty. So, and as soon as we come back down to this area, you know, people are gonna be like, oops, you know, head and, you know, we got a inverse, not inverse, but we got a head and shoulder, right? Because Litecoin getting that, you know, head and shoulder. That's what I was anticipating first from Ethereum, this head and shoulder, okay? But we're not seeing it yet, okay? From 140, we have to hit 140 to get that head and shoulder, okay? Keep that in mind, guys. So expect a big rebound from Ethereum at 140, basically. So let's move on to Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash daily still holding. It is holding strong, but it is going to be very weak very shortly, because it is going to retest like the 240 range, and as soon as we break the 240 range, it's not it is going to look like you know, Litecoin, okay? It is going to look like Litecoin. It is going to give us this very bearish pattern, this head and shoulder, just like Litecoin. So it is going to give us this bearish pattern. 0.786, it is roughly around, you know, 162, right? 162. But we have to hit the 220 to 230 range, which is our next target for Bitcoin Cash, right? Next target for Bitcoin Cash, it is nothing but 220 to 230 range, and then we're going to get some sort of bounces in this range, sideways correction, a strong sell-off. Okay, that's what we're anticipating from Bitcoin Cash. It has so much momentum to drop. Our side is not looking bad at all. It hasn't been like oversold on the daily, unlike, you know, other crypto. It is looking strong, okay? It is looking strong in this area, right? But it is going to be the weakest one very soon, okay? Very soon it is going to be the weakest one, very soon, guys, very soon. So if you go back and check, like if you go back and check Tron BTC, you can see like the pattern Tron BTC did, okay? Exact same move in this area, okay? The rest of the crypto is doing it. So Tron BTC give us a nice blueprint. If you've been following Tron like since December, you know what I'm talking about, okay? You know what I'm talking about. TRX. Sometimes what you're looking for is not in that coin. You have to go back to other coins to find it, okay? I've been following Tron like from this area, from roughly December to January, February, I was following Tron. You can see like how Tron came all the way down in this back to retest the previous low. Okay, you can see I didn't know I did full screen. Okay, so you can see how Tron came back and let's see. You can see how Tron came back to 0.786, 503. I remember 503 exactly. Okay, so all right, so you guys can see now. So 503. Sorry for the blackout, right? So Tron came back exactly at the 503. Waiting for the screen to come back. 503 in this area, give us, you know, this corrective move right around like a 50% to 0.618. Came exactly at a 0.786, but it couldn't. Okay, it couldn't hold 0.786. You can see crypto, they don't respect it. Okay, they don't respect it. They don't respect it. All right, the only thing you got at 0.786 is just an ABC correction. All right, you got this corrective move in this area, further sell off. Okay, further sell off. Now you got another, you know, corrective move in this area. Let me zoom it in. Excuse me for the screen earlier, right? So you got another corrective move for Tron BTC. You know, further sell off. Okay, hopefully down in this range we can make like a nice accumulation for a long period of time before a push to the upside. But Tron is not looking good at all for versus BTC. It's not even like starting to move sideways. It's not even starting to move sideways. Okay, but most people, they're gonna buy at the you know, at support level. You know, respecting market structure. You don't understand what's going on. You're gonna be like 1, 2, 3. You're gonna look for 4, and then you're gonna look for 5. You know, so you're gonna be looking for this double bottom again, a push to the upside, a strong sell-off. All right, so if you understand what's going on, all right. But as soon as we broke like you know, 0.618, I gave up on Tron. I gave up. Okay, because 50% to 0.618 was very important in crypto. It's very important in crypto. You break it, just give up. Okay, just give up. Don't try to be a hard headache. Okay. All right, you're welcome, Willie. All right, Willie. Hopefully you understood what I said. Because if you're new to crypto, you know that changing leverage, changing margin, changing position size, it is not systematic. You cannot just like, you know, it's not gonna be easy for you basically. All right, if you're new to crypto, but I'm gonna keep explaining it until you guys get it. Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, XRP. Why am I typing XRP USD on my browser? XRP, we're only going to focus on the monthly, right? The monthly chart for XRP, it is pretty exactly that's what we said. Like on the monthly time frame, we don't if like we close below this area, it's not going to look good at all. And then I'm not going to be bullish on XRP at all until like XRP break like above, give us a either give us a high low, and then another, you know, in this range, a high in this range. Okay, starting from like roughly 33. I think the high was 33.1, right? Like if like we close above 33.1, I can be bullish on XRP. I'm not even gonna buy at 33.1. I'm gonna wait for at least a 50% pullback to buy, because you don't need to be in a hurry. When XRP moves, it's gonna move very fast. Okay, it is gonna move very fast. So you're not gonna be worrying about like a 5 cents difference, 10 cents difference, stuff like that. You can just wait, you don't, or you can buy in dollar cost average down to 50% pullback and then take it to the upside. But right now, we pretty much been bearish on XRP since like 34 cents. You know, I was saying like 34, 36. I was like, you know, we have to take it to the downside, especially versus BTC. You know, target was like 2200. So we've been ranging roughly around like 26, I think, right? 2600, stuff like that. But the monthly chart for XRP is not looking good at all. Okay, but if like we push to the upside, okay, on the monthly, it is great, guys. It is great, but we have to close above 33 cents. Right, 33 cents. I'm gonna be bullish again on XRP, but because you know, otherwise target it is nothing but 14 cents. And then I showed you why. If you take your fib level, you know, from this area, if you want to just if you just want to be conservative, right, you just put your 0 in this area. Okay, 0 in this area. Don't look for the highest one. If you look for the highest one, you're gonna be looking for XRP like 8 cents, 10 cents. So just be conservative. In this area, you could be looking for 14 cents to 10 cents in this range. Right, 14 to 10 cents, right? 14 to 10 cents, right, in this range. But it's looking pretty nasty on for XRP. The volume, as I mentioned previously, it is not dropping. It is not increasing as needed on the monthly. That's not good at all. Okay, because we're gonna need a capitulation move from XRP, and it is gonna be a big volume. Okay, it is gonna be like this. Okay, it is gonna be like this. All right, it is gonna be like this. You always want your last volume to be, you know, not the biggest, but at least bigger than the previous one. All right, at least, right? Just like this one, these two volume. You can see you got an increasing in volume, and then all of a sudden people thought like XRP gonna be selling off, and then bang, this month we got a big volume. Same thing happened just about this area. Okay, same thing happened like back in the August 2018, right? We got an increase in volume bigger than the last two. The very next month, big volume. So if like we got a big sell-off this month, at least bigger than this one, you could start accumulating and expect, like, you know, some gains. If you don't see anything, you just get out. Just get out, guys. Just get out. Just get out. So let's take a look at BTC again. Cancel. Let's take a look at BTC again. BTC USD is still higher on Bybit. Let's see, okay. So we could be moving in this range, like, you know, for the next, you know, few hours. You know, for the next few hours, we could be on a 4 hour. We could be just moving in this range. All right, just like you know, the 10.4 to 10.9 range in this area. You can see after the push to the upside, we just, you know, been moving sideways. You know, all of a sudden we get this big drop. Okay, sideways, big drop. You know, this one, you got the drop the very next 4 hour candle, but you know, this one I'm not expecting. Let's see how long we're gonna stay in this range. Okay, let's see. The volume is very low, especially on the daily. Yesterday we got the not like Sunday, but Saturday we got the lowest volume almost since like I think May, right? We got the lowest volume, 17,000 on Binance. That was extremely low, guys. Very, very low. That was extremely low. Okay, extremely low. So let's see. This one we got like 17. Yesterday we got 19.5, less than 20,000. So it's not convincing at all. It's not convincing at all. It's not convincing at all. Not convincing. Not convincing at all. Oops. All right, guys. You guys don't have any question? I'm just Blondie, the tattoo. Yes, we talked about the RSI. Let's see. We talked about the 4 hour RSI. We talked about it like like almost 4 days ago. That's why we said like we could be pushing to 98, right? Talked about that 4 days ago. Talked about it 4 days ago. So, yes. Let's see. We talked about this 4 days ago. Let's see. You know, it actually you can see it is not as strong. You know, you would love to have it, but it is not. I don't see any divergence anymore, right? The only one you can talk about it is this one. Okay, it is this one. All right, it is pretty valid. You know, this one. Yes, you can talk about this one. Okay, yeah, we got a nice divergence in this area. Okay, it is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. And this you can just take a look at your you don't even have to take a look at your RSI to understand like you got a divergence. You really don't. Okay, this move is 9 out of 10. It is a divergence move. Okay, you can take a look at it. If you can I can remove like the RSI right now, and you know, just go through like some move just like that and say, hey, we got a divergence in this area. You don't have to really even like take a look at the this one. You got a divergence in this area also. You don't have to take a look at the RSI really to see the divergence. Okay, you don't have to. Okay, you don't have to. This one you got another divergence in it. That's a divergence move. Okay, that's a divergence move. Just take a look at the chart and then you can see it. Take a look at the chart and you can see it. Yeah, but we got a divergence. It is pretty valid, Blondie. It is pretty valid. Blonde is a tattoo. Blonde, the beautiful tattoo. It's pretty valid. But the overall trend is bearish. Just because you got a divergence, it doesn't mean we're going to 20K. We can push to the upside, right? But it doesn't mean like, you know, we're going to 20, 50, 80. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you. It doesn't make us like extremely bullish. All right, especially when your 45 minutes is completely overbought. It is completely overbought. So you know, a big shooting star. So you know, it is not it is not the most bullish scenario you can find, especially with a nice shooting star on the 45 minutes. Okay, it is not the most bullish pattern. Oh, hey, Mr. Greg. Yeah, it looks the same as the July push. Same exact move. Same exact. It does. Okay, it does. But let's see. You see, I didn't even like compare it to the July move, but I'm expecting this, right? This is what I'm expecting, right? We got this move to the upside. We're looking for this drop. Okay, that's what we're looking for right now. We just got this move pullback. All right. Let me just remove everything, and you can see. We right now we just about this area for BTC. Okay, just about this. So we're looking for this drop. Okay, we're looking for this drop now. Okay, a retest of the previous low. If we retest it, we're gonna look for this push. Okay, how high we're gonna go? We're gonna anticipate it. Okay, if we're gonna get some rejection. Okay, and then if like the rejection is not strong enough, we can try to take it a little high. Okay, a little high. Okay, a little high. But if like we get enough volume, we still gonna we still take a look at the bullish pattern. Okay, we also got another one in this area, same as the July bottom, but we didn't go anywhere. Okay, you can see like this pattern, right? It is the same as the July pattern. Okay, it is the same, right? You can see if I circle it, right? Let me just do this. All right, this one, that's the July pattern. and this one. All right, it is roughly the same pattern in this area. Okay, this is roughly the same pattern. All right, so we just have to be you know, cautious. All right, be cautious. That's July 28th. All right, let's change it to 45 minutes. It looks cleaner. All right, that's August. Okay, you can see how the August pattern and then the July pattern looks like, right? And then you can see our current pattern. If you zoom it in, you can see it is roughly the same thing. Okay, it is roughly the same thing. All right, so but we saying like this move we got in this area, right? This 45 minutes move we got in this area, right? It is roughly where we are right now. Okay, where we are right now. Unless you want to argue we at, you know, in this area, you could also, okay, you could also argue, but the safer thing is like, you know, we in this area. Okay, we in this area, same exact double bottom in this area. Okay, same exact double bottom, you know, same exact double bottom. Hey, what's up, Computer Royal? It's been a while, Punet. Thanks a lot, Punet. It's been a while, man. Thank you for having you along, man. So let's move on to NEO and see. All right, let's move on to NEO. NEO, we called for the drop since like NEO was $12. You guys know I'm emotionally attached to NEO, but it used to be one of my, I mean, still one of my favorites, right? But NEO, you can see like we roughly around like 870. So, and we said like NEO, we can drop, we can make a new lows. Okay, we're gonna be making some new lows. If we break $5, man, it's not gonna look good at all. Okay, we could be getting like single digit. It's already single digit, but decimals, right? Decimals. So it is not good at all for NEO. Now we making this flag. We're making this flag in this area, and within this flag, I can't even break it down. You know, for a, you know, we got a. Let's see. Yeah, we just got a flag. We can't break it down, but we just don't have time to do that right now. But yeah, you know, we're most likely gonna break this area of support, right, for NEO. Most likely gonna break this channel. Okay, we're most likely gonna break this channel. And if that's the case, it is not good at all. Okay, it is not good if you're bullish for NEO. Okay, the highest you can expect for NEO is to complete this ABC correction to the upside, just like this. The volume is very low, guys. It's very low. You know, just to retest like a, you know, $9 range before, you know, further sell off. Okay, but it is nothing but a corrective move. It is nothing but a corrective move. As a matter of fact, let's just do it. Okay. So you can see we got ABC correction. We got another, you know, corrective move to the downside, just like the previous one. Okay, you got this ABC correction to the downside. So what can you expect? We could be getting this flat correction. This one could come all the way down like to $8.50 and then push back to the upside. All right, it could, but it could just stay in this range, right? This pullback and then give us this move. So this is going to be your W, X, and Y correction. Okay, this Y correction going to be very complex. Either you want to wait for NEO to retest like 8.5, and then you're going to take it to 9, or you just want to take it to 9 from this area. Okay, it is both of them pretty valid. All right, both of them pretty valid. Just like I showed you about NEO. So, I mean, just like I showed you about NEO, previous corrective move. Okay, previous corrective move. So you can see in this correction. Let's see. I can't find it. That was NEO BTC. NEO BTC. NEO BTC. NEO volume is very low, man. Very low, very low. NEO volume is very, very low, guys. Very low. Okay, it is. We got this correction. That's the same. This correction, NEO made. This correction NEO made in this range. That's the same thing it is trying to make on the dollar value. Okay, it is the same type of correction, right? It is the same type of correction NEO made on the dollar value. So this is the final correction we at right now in this range. We said like we got this move, another drop to the downside, and another push to the upside. This gives you your flat correction, and then a further sell off. Okay, we could be making this move on the dollar value. Okay, on the dollar value. And if you take your Elliott wave, I mean not your Elliott wave, but if you take your WXY correction, that's what you're looking for. Okay, that's what you're looking for. You got through, you know, a nice ABC correction to the upside, you got another to the downside, and then you got this flat correction. That's what I was trying to explain to you on NEO USD. Okay, NEO USD. So, but it doesn't matter how you want to take a look at it, right? The safest thing is NEO is bearish. Okay, whether you agree on the count or you agree like on the you know, on NEO current price action, yeah, the overall trend, it is bearish. Okay, it is bearish. Okay, it is bearish. It looks clean on the daily. I mean on the 4 hour, it looks clean. Okay, it looks very clean. It looks very clean. ABC, got you another ABC. You got this push to the upside. This already completed a nice you know, a nice flat correction. You could just break the bottom, break the top, and push to the downside. Doesn't matter how you look at it. All right, doesn't matter how you look at it. Thanks a lot, Blondo. Beautiful tattoo. All right, guys. If you guys don't want to take a look at any coins, we just call it a day. And then I'm gonna keep you. I'm gonna give you guys an update regarding BTC. You know, depending on volatility. All right, depending on volatility. Depending on volatility. Right now the 50 MA, it is roughly around like a 98.62. So let's see if it's trying to be aggressive. The 50 MA can stop it, but just like, you know, the type of you know, stop we got in this range. Okay, we got in this range. So but right now it is trying to be aggressive right around 97.50. 97.50. R&D, haven't taken a look at R&D forever. It's R&D BTC, no chart. Okay. Okay, it says no match. Okay, let's see. I know, it's saying starts. Okay. Let's see, R&D, BTC. All right, invalid symbols R&D. All right, for some reason the chart doesn't want to come out. Let's see. Refresh it. BTC. All right, so but R&D BTC doesn't want to show up. RDN. It must be RDN then. Radar Network. Okay, it's RDN, not RND. It's RDN, yep. I know, I keep looking for, even when the first time you asked me, I was looking for RND. RND group. Okay. RND. Oh, daddy. R&D seems like we still on a corrective move. We got the nasty sell-off from from like 27.93 down to this area. Right now it is just making a correction, but we have to complete this correction in order to see like if you're going to be pushing to the upside. The first thing you got after that nasty sell-off, you get your W move, and then you're looking for this your X move in this area. Okay, so after we complete this move, I'm not sure how low R&D going to be going. I mean, going to be dropping, right? Down to this area, we could anticipate another move to the upside. Okay, we could anticipate another move to the upside, right? You could anticipate another ABC correction to this up to this area. This ABC correction can be like a very impulse wave, like A, come back down, retest B, and retest A before a further sell-off. Okay, it could be this way also. It could be very rapid, just like Chainlink did like couple weeks ago, right? When I told you that Chainlink gonna be making a flat correction, same thing. So R&D, look for further sell-off. If you go to the lower time frame, we can anticipate like a how low we can drop. But when you take a look at the lower time frame, this could be also a you could look for this A. You could get this B move, like a first of all we could get a pump first before a drop to the downside. This is even like more probable a push before a further sell-off. This is more probable. Okay, this is more probable a push to like 1900 in that range before a further sell-off. But the overall structure is like we're gonna be dropping, basically, just to be safe, right? We're gonna be dropping. You can either buy now. I don't think you can short RDN, right? Or you can you can leverage RDN. But if you're just looking to buy, basically you can wait for the double bottom in this area, and then you can sell it maybe like up to like another 20 to 30% to the upside. But look for this drop at least for another 10% to, let's see, like a 5 to 6% move, like in this range. Like it is 10% also, right? It is 10%. You can look for this move temporarily. Okay, temporarily. It is just going to be like a OneChain. Okay, like OneChain. All right. So one BTC was acting crazy recently. You can see one BTC when OneChain was in this range, right? I said like one is just double tapping. It is time to take profit. Somebody asked about one, right? We got this very impulse wave to the upside, and then we got this ABC correction. It was actually just not an ABC correction, but it just made a V shape in this area. So I said like at the same exact spot, take your profits. Okay, take your profit. Now OneChain made this move. All right, now it is making another ABC correction. This move is just gonna retest the low, probably move sideways before a further drop. It is nothing but a pump. I don't think it is a bull market for OneChain. Okay, it is not a bull market for OneChain. It is not a bull market for OneChain. So you're making some lower highs, in this area, very strong rejection. So it's not something you want to mess with right now. Okay, so I would at least wait for OneChain to drop below 1800 again before you start accumulating. But I don't think this is a start of a bull run for OneChain. Okay, it's not a start of a bull run. It is doing it alone, so no other crypto is doing the same thing. So It's not, it doesn't have enough help. What's up, Links Fin? Dominance is roughly around like a let's see, I'm gonna take a look at it. BTC or crypto for some reason. Okay, we talk about this BTC dominance pulling back to a 0.786, which is roughly 74. I think the highest we went, like, it was 72, right? According to TradingView, right? So highest was 74, but roughly it's 71, right? So, and I said like we can go as high as 87. So, you know, so just be careful, okay? Alt will be booming, but they could make some new lows before they even start booming. All right, we could retest this, you know, 75 to 84, even 84, okay, even 84. But 84, do we have enough? Let's check. Do we have enough resistance at 84? Talked about this like a couple months ago when BTC dominance was like roughly around 62. We called for this like 0.618 you know, pullback. At 0.618 pullback, you can see we got 2 rejection, okay, which is roughly 77, okay, 77. So at 77 dominance, you know, with the R side giving us a big divergence, we could see alt booming, right? We could see alt booming. So, but BTC could be dropping and the dominance could be increasing. So it just doesn't mean like BTC dominance is going to be topping out and then alt going to boom, okay? BTC could be dropping to 8K and then dominance could be increasing. Alt going to be dropping, you know, roughly, you know, 50% from the current price. I've been saying it since like, you know, like NEO was like almost $12, right? And I said like NEO going to drop another, you know, 50 to 60%, right? Already dropped 50%. So, but keep an eye on alt dominance, roughly around like a 75 to 78 in this range, okay? 75 to 78, all right? 75 to 78. Okay. The highest I'm expecting for alt is like 85. I don't think like it is gonna reach like a 90, 97. Okay, it means like everything gonna go to 0, right? If BTC dominance goes back up to like a 97, right? It's not healthy at all, right? This is not healthy at all. So weekly R side 77. It doesn't mean, I mean, it just depends how you interpret your R side, right? R side could be dropping like this, right? And BTC could be making this move. Okay, you're gonna get the initial divergence you're looking for, right? So just have to be very careful. Have to be very, very careful. Have to be very careful. So be very careful. Right. We all want alt to go up, but BTC is pretty strong right now. Alt, they're not even bottoming out right now. They just facing to the downside. It's not like they're moving flat. They're not moving flat. Like Ethereum is not moving flat, right? Litecoin is not moving flat. Bitcoin Cash is not moving flat. XRP just made a very bearish monthly candle. It's nothing you can expect, right? You gotta expect them to at least move sideways for a couple of weeks, month before they boom, right? But if you leveraging this alt, you really don't care if they are moving sideways or not, right? I mean you, right? So I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you. BTC dominance can be going up and BTC is dropping in dollar value, right? So you got to understand the dominance is only market share. It doesn't have anything to do with the price of BTC, okay? It's just market share. If BTC is dropping to like let's say even BTC dropping to 9K, alt going to be dropping faster than BTC. If BTC drop 5%, alt going to drop 10 to 15%, right? So BTC dominance is going to increase, right? So you mean BTC will go high as dominance increase? Yes, I mean the dominance is, like I just said, the dominance is based on market share, not based on Bitcoin price. Okay, the dominance is really independent of yes, I mean, yes, market share depend also on Bitcoin price, but you understand what I mean, right? Bitcoin price can be going down, but alt could go down very fast, okay, faster than Bitcoin, right? That's why most of you guys trade BTC, because BTC is safer, right? This is safer. So Computer Royal, you know how bullish I was on BTC when BTC was 3100, because you've been following the channel since December, I think, right? So when BTC was in this range, we were calling for 10K, you know, and BTC was 7400, we were calling for 12K. So if like we temporarily bearish for BTC, it is just because the chart is pretty much calling for bearishness, right? So same exact move in this area also, you know, lower high, same exact move. So and we talked about it like when BTC was, you know, 12K, we compared this pattern we got in this area, like back in if you've been following the channel long enough, back in 2017, right? We called for this move, right? We said like, let's be careful. As soon as we hit like 9K, it is going to be very critical for BTC. Okay, that's what we said, right? So you can see, we give you a nice heads up, guys. So you can see in this range, we got the same, you know, corrective move in this range, right? We got the same corrective move, and then we said like, once we drop to this level, you know, be careful. Okay, you can see this bearish pattern in this range. You got the same bearish pattern also, right? Same bearishness in this range, same bearishness. But this time, like most YouTubers have been telling us, like, oh, it is just a correction. BTC, you know, went up so much, it has to drop, right? Just for a correction. You see a lot of similarity between the 2017 top and then the current top. A lot of similarities. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just gonna call it a day, and then you know, I'm gonna give you a quick update if if volatility called for update. I'm gonna give you some updates. All right. Thank you for watching, guys.